Here's a LoggerPro video analysis tutorial. So what we're going to do is we're going to start off by opening up LoggerPro. And LoggerPro looks like this. And you should have your video that you've taken that you want to analyze already on your computer. So then I go into Analyze. Nope. Go into Insert Movie. And I pick the movie from my desktop that I have there. Me making a basketball shot. I've already trimmed the video, so you can see the video is really short. Oh my goodness, so amazing. And what we're going to do is we're going to analyze the motion of the ball. So a couple things I want you to notice. The screen is not moving at all. So I use a tripod to take the shot. Also, look, I have a meter stick in here. I'm going to need that later for my analysis. So I'm going to bring this all the way back to the beginning. And the key here is this little button down here. And this is where my motion tracker is. So I'm going to open that up. And this gives me a bunch of options over here on the side. The first thing I want to do is make my measurement of my meter stick. So I'm going to go here. I clicked on this button right here, the ruler, and I'm going to click the top of my meter stick. Oops. I'm going to click the top of my meter stick and drag to the bottom. And then it says how big that is. Well, I know that's 1 meter. I'm going to hit OK. So now I've got my dimensions set up, and once I do that, I hit this button right here, the red and the green, and I'm going to add a point series. Okay, and so I've got this selected also up here, and I'm going to come over here, and I'm going to pick a point on the basketball. So I'm going to pick the very top of the basketball, and I'm going to make sure each frame I click, I'm touching just the top of the basketball. Actually could have started this a little bit later, but there you go, just the top of the basketball. Make sure you don't record in slow motion because that gives you way more frames. So I'm just clicking the top of the basketball, top of the basketball. You can see it's making a little path. Top of the basketball. Right, and I guess you can spend a little bit more time trying to get the top of the basketball or whatever point. You could also do the middle of the basketball if you wanted to, as long as you're consistent throughout the entire motion of the ball. And it's coming down. And then you don't have to... Oh, there we go. Nice. You can actually stop the motion of the ball as soon as it hits the backboard, or you can continue it all the way to the ground if you wanted to, but the data we're looking for is really stopped there. But you could go a little bit farther if you wanted to, just to see the ball drop all the way. But then this is going to be some funky data right here because the net's interfering. We've got another force there, and then all the way down to the ground. Again, you could stop this if you wanted to right when the ball hits the backboard. You could even go bounce, or maybe that's what your project's going to be, maybe a bouncing ball. So then Shibuya hit the ground. Okay, so I've got all that, and what's really cool, I can play this, and it shows my path that I've made. Okay, so now I'm going to minimize this, and look at this awesome information that I have over here on my graph. Okay, so your key is being able to change all these to what you want. So here I've got my position in X, position in Y, position X2, position Y2. And really right now I have this X2 and Y2 is what I'm looking at. So I'm going to click on it, and I'm going to say I want the X2 velocity. Ooh, that's messy. What's going on there? So it looks like my X velocity, as I'm throwing it, I'm changing its velocity. and then it looks like it's at a constant velocity until it hits the backboard. Okay, let's take a look at my Y velocity. Whoa. So here I'm changing the velocity, and then in the Y direction, it is constant from here to here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this part, and I'm going to add a line of best fit. And my line of best fit is right here. Now this shows how much my velocity is changing. And it says negative 8.5 meters per second squared. So what is that? That's my acceleration. Okay, and that's really close to 9.8 meters per second squared, which is actually gravity. So we can see the effects of gravity on the ball just by this video analysis. Okay, that's how you use video analysis in Vernier LoggerPro. Let me know if you have any questions, and I look forward to seeing your learning. Peace.